Welcome to Lit with Ernest, the show where we dive into the world of literature and explore the works that shape our understanding of humanity. Today we're discussing The Crisis Papers by Thomas Paine, a collection of essays that not only reflected the spirit of the American Revolution, but also helped shape it. Published between 1776 and 1783, these papers are a testament to the power of words in times of crisis. The Crisis Papers emerged during a pivotal moment in American history, when the Continental Army was struggling to gain momentum against the British Empire. It was a time of great uncertainty, and many wondered if the colonists' quest for independence would succeed. Paine's essays, which were initially published as pamphlets, played a significant role in galvanizing public opinion and inspiring patriots to take action. One of the key literary traditions that The Crisis Papers relates to is the Enlightenment, with its emphasis on reason, individual rights, and democratic values. Paine was heavily influenced by thinkers like John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, who argued that government derives its power from the consent of the governed. This idea is central to Paine's argument in The Crisis Papers, where he contends that the British monarchy has abused its authority and that the American colonies have a moral obligation to resist tyranny. From a literary perspective, The Crisis Papers are notable for their use of rhetorical devices such as metaphor, analogy, and repetition. Paine was a masterful writer who knew how to craft compelling arguments that appeal to both the heart and mind. For example, in the first Crisis Paper, he writes, "These are the times that try men's souls." The Crisis Papers also demonstrate Paine's skillful use of literary devices like allusion and symbolism. The historical context in which the Crisis Papers emerged is also crucial to understanding their significance. The American Revolution was not just a war for independence, it was also a cultural and intellectual movement that sought to create a new nation based on democratic principles. Paine's essays were widely read and debated, not only in the colonies but also in Europe, where they influenced thinkers like Edmund Burke and Mary Wollstonecraft. The Crisis Papers have had a profound impact on American literature and culture. They influenced writers such as Abraham Lincoln, who drew on Paine's ideas about liberty and equality in his own speeches and writings. The papers also helped shape the genre of political journalism, paving the way for future generations of writers and commentators like Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and Frederick Douglass. In addition to their literary significance, the Crisis Papers remain relevant today because they speak to fundamental questions about human nature, politics, and the role of literature in shaping our understanding of the world. As we navigate our own crises, whether personal, national, or global, Paine's essays offer a powerful reminder of the importance of courage, resilience, and collective action. For example, during the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s, activists like Martin Luther King Jr. drew on Paine's ideas about justice and equality to argue for an end to segregation and racial discrimination. Similarly, in the aftermath of 9/11, the Crisis Papers were invoked by politicians and pundits as a way of framing the war on terror as a struggle for freedom and democracy. In conclusion, The Crisis Papers by Thomas Paine are a testament to the enduring power of literature to inspire, educate, and challenge us. Like this episode if it hit true. That's all for today's Lit with Ernest. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.